special BB Can postseason show with Merron. We are going to have so much fun, guys. We are going to obviously be talking spoilers kind of towards the end a little bit as well. But you guys know the deal. This show is for you guys to ask your questions to Merron. But first, let you guys know if you want to see any of our shows back with past house guests, they're all over at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. And since you're here on YouNow, make sure you guys become a fan at yourrealityrecaps.com/YouNow. Spoiler alert, Erica will be on Wednesday night. So you're gonna want to become a fan now so that you guys are alerted when we go live. Of course, if you want to help support our shows, consider becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get access to the patron-only shows, the after shows like we'll be doing with Merron after this show, and it helps get us to Canada to do the backyard interviews, live stream finale parties, everything we are doing for you guys this season and all year long. You can always be a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal, and I always forget to tell them this, but I'm sure he won't care. The #1 fan of this show wins Merron's autograph, which I'll be getting from you, Merron, when I see you in the house after finale night. That being said, well, guess what? I got Merron right here. Hi, Merron!
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you doing, Merron?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing, man?
I am doing super great. I'm a little sad to see you.
I'm sad to be I'm sad to be out of the house.
Although you are kind of fun out of the house. Like, I do have to admit, you are a little fun on Twitter. Like, I saw you and Hams. Really? You're having fun outside of the house. We like it.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
We like it. All right, let me remind everybody one more time really quickly. Make sure you guys spread the word, square, megaphone, up arrow. Tell people that we are live right now on your social medias so you guys can start leaving your questions. Of course, become a fan right now. Tons of you in the chat. You can start leaving your questions in the chat, or you can tweet me them with hashtag YRLive, and I will pull them up. So, Merron, obviously, your first most asked question from everyone is just, what was the moment like for you finding out that you were voted in to the Big Brother house? Oh
my God.
Watching it back now. Like, we kind of know how you felt in the moment, but have you watched it back?
So, yeah, I did watch it back. I saw the episode, and it's insane just because being in the house already is such an honor, you know, just going into the house. But on top of that, Canada voted me in, or even people around the world could vote, right? So that honestly it meant so much to me, and I felt so grateful and I felt so loved too. So it was awesome. I watched the moment back, and it just still feels surreal.
And then when you had to be like, oh, Veronica, okay. And I'm chained to this one.
Yeah,
so,
I'm chained to B.
But a huge personality. Any regrets being chained to her?
Honestly, not really, because being attached to someone like V, she's very crazy, wild, fun, and I'm a little bit more reserved. So she went out before me, and I think that is why, because she's such a she's super chatty and talkative, and I can be like that, but I'm more so reserved. So I was kind of happy that I was attached to her, and she's fun to be around. I love V, honestly, so much. She
is very fun to be around. Lost and Can Cruise in the chat room says, so Merron, would you say that being voted in by Canada was a blessing, a curse, or both when it came to your relationship with the house guests?
I would say, okay, I don't want to say curse, because that just sounds bad. Because again, like, obviously, there's pros and cons to it. Like, I would have loved to have gone in with everyone else, so I didn't have to be put in that situation.
Right.
But being voted in by your country or by all the fans. So yes, okay, you could say it's more so a bit of both, a blessing and a curse, because going into the house, coming in with a lie to start with, that everybody saw through right away, that made it really difficult, and everybody kind of had their friendships and relationships. They had the foundation of that already, so it did make it a little bit harder jumping in right away, but I still am so amazed that I got voted in. So saying curse just sounds bad, but I understand what the question was asking. So
if you could have, is there anybody, like, let's say now you've watched the show back, because you've got this question a lot too. Is there anything that has really surprised you watching? And I mean, I guess we should start with, have you watched any of the episodes back?
So I actually just started to really get into it a couple days ago. I'm still a little behind, but I did watch the episode where Erica just got evicted. But from watching the episodes and being in the house, it's just like a super summarized version of what is going on. And also, like, watching it for the first time, you're seeing all these conversations that you weren't a part of, and you're starting to hear them, like, oh wow, this person said this. So it's an eye opener, because you kind of really see how people were trying to play the game, even though it didn't seem like that watching it or being in the house. Sorry.
Right.
And yeah, it's a summarized version, and you really get to see how everyone really is, and that was weird for me.
Was there any, well, so then on that point, was there anything that you saw that shocked you? Were there any secret alliances that you were like, I didn't know, or any conversations that you were like, I can't believe that was what was actually happening?
Yeah, like there's this thing called The Real Deal or whatever that was. I heard about that, and I'm like, really? that was, I mean, hell no, maybe I'm just salty. I wasn't in it, you know what I mean? But The Real Deal, I heard about that. I was shocked by Paris as well, in terms of how she was in the DR and how she was like pretending to be She did tell me this in person though, but seeing it was a lot different to watch. I love the girl though. Paris, one of my favorite people for sure. But yeah, The Real Deal. There's just a bunch of things, man. Like even Hams, Derek, Will, and Jesse. Apparently, like Derek tried to pitch that to Hamza on the HOH. I just watched that now, and it's like, what? It's just weird. It's just so weird to watch.
Do you at all regret your relationship with Hams? Like, do you at all feel like your relationship with Hamza at all affected your game negatively? Or do you just kind of feel like everything happens in the game for a reason and you can't, like, rewind it and change it?
I don't regret my friendship with Hams at all. Of course not, right? I couldn't say that about my boy. But Hams was a crazy player. He was. And being at home watching it, it's like, hey, yeah, I want to see this guy do well. I want him to, keep causing ruckus and whatnot. But I feel like he was almost like there are times where I had to go up to him and try to calm him down. And I'm like, bro,
right.
Listen, I understand, you're trying to make your mark, but sometimes you just gotta take a step back and see how you're looking at the situation. I tried to be that person for him, and I think he valued me in that sense as well, because he did voice that. And I don't regret it at all. But he was a little crazy. I'm not gonna sit here and completely ignore that part, but that's my boy regardless, and he would have done whatever it took to keep me in the safe, and I would have done the same for him.
Okay. Crystal B wants to know, once you realized that Hamza was close to Erica, why didn't you try and work harder with her as soon as Hamza left? And you got this question from a ton of people. Yeah, no, and
I felt like I did. I felt like I asked her, I talked to her a bit, and even when I was on the block the first time when Erica put me up, I did voice that I wanted to work with her, and I kept telling her, I'm like, hey, you're telling me I'm not your target. Even though you put me up, I'm still down to work with you moving forward. And I said that a lot, and I kept saying it, but I guess it wasn't enough. But yeah, I know I thought that my relationship with Hams and his relationship with Erica would have kind of like put us together, but it didn't work out that way.
Okay, Loving Kindness in the chat room wants to know, are the girls flocking to you yet? Very important question.
Girls flocking to you?
Or guys, whoever, but Loving Kindness wants to know girls. Oh, and I need to say #adorable, #dimples from Loving Kindness.
Thank you, Loving Kindness. You are so lovely and kind. Sorry, that was dumb. Um, yeah, I don't want to say yes, man. This is
You can say yes.
terrible.
I'm going to say yes for you.
Okay, okay, yeah, not
De-
really. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy,
no,
honestly.
all right. Destiny's. Oh wait, I have. Here's a real
Go ahead. You
super
ask me a
shady
question.
question.
Oh my God.
Jesse and Paris, are they going to have a relationship postseason?
But no,
No.
actually, nah, I don't think so.
What if
I
we got them 10,000 likes?
I Yo, I just heard about this shit like 20 minutes ago, man. Like this.
It's on my Twitter. Everyone, go read it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and read that. But it's definitely no. I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
She lives in Saskatoon. She lives in Vancouver. It's like
Okay, awkward. Jesse's in the chat room. Jesse, I'm sorry. I just want you two to be together postseason. Stop it.
Shout out Jesse, man. Mad love to that guy. He's a real one.
All right, fine. Destiny's wants to know, were you throwing comps as part of your strategy?
No, I'm just shit, man.
I mean, it could be a strategy, though. Like, if you feel that you're not good in comps, that is a good strategy to play up. You're not good at comps-ness.
I mean, yes. I did try to, put emphasis on that as well. It's like, yo, man, do you really want to get me out? I'm not going to win anything. I'm not going to put you up. Like, I did try to go at it from that point, but no, I just sucked at comps. I wasn't even trying to throw. I literally did not try and throw anything. I'm being 100 with you guys.
Okay. No, I mean, and
Comps.
I would think that that would actually be better on this season, because it seems like anybody that exhibits strength in this house becomes a target almost instantly.
That's true.
So
That is true.
Okay, B Hoot says, since you mentioned being surprised by Paris's strategy, do you think that if she makes it to the final two, she'll be able to get the votes to win?
I don't know about that. I mean, I want Paris to do well, but I don't know. Just because if she hasn't, I feel like it's hard to go all the way to the end, not win any competitions, constantly jump from because she's working both sides, people are seeing that. And I feel like you can only do that for so long. And if she gets to the end and she's continuously going about the game this way, I don't think people will respect it.
Right.
And she might not get the votes. I'm not sure how they're going to look at it. But that's how I would, if I was a jury member, and she made it to the end and she didn't win any competitions, she jumped back and forth. I don't know. I don't think I would give her the vote.
Right.
Even though I do love her and she's one of my favorite people in the house. I don't know if I would. But she's very manipulative, so you got to give her respect on that end as well. It's not like she's just a flip-flopper. She's putting in work.
Yeah, she is putting in work.
She is putting in work.
I agree. She surprises me. She definitely, I don't expect that to come out of her. Even how, in a lot of ways, she's the reason that Ryan went on the block instead of Maddie.
Yes.
That really shocked me that she was able to do that.
People, I'm going to be surprised if how much information they'll exchange with each other in jury, because then that'll be okay, she did do this, she did do that, because they don't see a lot, right, in jury.
Right.
So
no, they're only you guys see what we see. You just see comps and stuff
exactly.
like that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, who is more angelic of Canada's Angels, you or Veronica?
Veronica. Veronica is so angelic. I love that girl.
Did you see that video when Erica got evicted and then Veronica laughed for 15 minutes on Twitter?
That was so funny. I'm like, girl, could you be any more petty?
Look, I don't know why it's seeming like I don't love Veronica right now, because I think she's hysterical.
Oh my gosh, I love Veronica. She's so much fun. She's honestly the greatest person.
I would just like to say I hope you guys all become a big family. I don't like when after the season the cast hates each other and they're fighting and these people aren't going to this party because of that person and they're not.
The case.
I hate it. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, there's no one in that house that I hate. Hate is very strong. I don't have hatred for anyone in there.
Ryan?
No, what? Definitely not Ryan.
I hate his beard. Can I say that?
Oh yeah, you can say that. Yo, listen, I was in the house with these people, man. I had good conversations with a lot of them, and Ryan is like, yeah, Ryan is kind of, like sometimes he's like hard to deal with, and I think he knows that.
Uh-huh.
But at the end of the day, I don't hate him. Like he's a great. I think he's a very nice person, and
I didn't. Look. I made a secret private bet with producer Amy in my ear that I could get you to hate just anything on this show, and I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Hatred is strong, man. Like,
Well, we're going to implement a special feature on this show that we've never done on any show. We
oh,
actually have a video question for you from
oh,
President Trump, unless you hate him.
oh, I no comment.
Oh God. Okay. What was with? I know we're jumping back a little bit. What was with the cover story that you and Veronica came up with? I mean, and I'm using you and Veronica loosely.
Yeah,
It was more Veronica, and you just kind of went along with it. Do you have
yeah.
any regrets on that? Like, did you give any thought to like, I could have made up a better story. I wish we would have went with this story instead.
Eh, honestly, like, I honestly did not have like a solid idea. She brought that up, and I was like, okay, that's not that bad, but we'll just go with it. And let me just say, in the moment, like, I just found out I got voted into the house. I've just met this girl for the first time, and I can't wait to walk in.
Right.
So that's why, like, she just took the wheel on it. I was like, all right, I'll be the passenger in this car, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
just spit out whatever story it is. And I don't think anything we would have said, they would have believed us anyways.
Right, and I mean, I feel, and perhaps you should not comment on this. I'll just say
Yeah.
this is my opinion as a
Okay.
viewer. I don't
Okay.
feel that it was fair forcing you guys to go in on a lie.
You said it. I didn't say it.
I'm just saying, I don't feel
You
that
said it.
was
I didn't say it.
it's like starting you guys at a disadvantage. I mean, being voted in would be a disadvantage anyway, but I feel like in a
Yeah.
game where trust is kind of the most important thing, to
Hmm.
throw people in and force them to lie right off the bat kind of
Yeah, yeah, for
sucks.
sure. Yeah, it was it. Yeah, again, like you said, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
comment on it.
It's Aisha, I think, 3858888 says, what was going through your head during Veronica's epic and explosive house meetings? Like, were you ever
Which one?
anyone you want? Was there any time when you were like, just shut up, or you're going to blow up my game? She wants to know what was going through your head.
So, okay, so the house meeting that she called when she was trying to call out Ryan,
Right.
literally sitting there on the couch, you guys, and I'm like, shut up. What are you doing? Please
Mm-hmm.
stop. Please stop. But a part of me was like, keep going. Keep going. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was more at the moment, I didn't like it at all because I felt like everyone paired me and Veronica together.
Right.
So if she was doing something wrong, I feel like people would have looked at me like I was a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So when she called that first house meeting, I was like, oh my gosh, please stop talking. Please stop talking. This could be harming me. But the second one, when I was on the block with her, and she pretty much sat there and was like, she was talking for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point she threw in, you guys, if you're sitting beside Merron on this block, you know you're going home. And everyone looks at me, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, what am I supposed to say?
Mm-hmm.
I just shut up. I didn't say anything the whole time. And it turns out people kind of felt sympathetic towards me because they're like, oh, she shouldn't have called you out like that. I was like, hey, I'll take that.
Right. I
Yeah.
I mean, I think as a viewer, we kind of loved them. You can't deny
Yeah,
that
of course. They're
the
so entertaining.
the feeds are less entertaining-ish without a Merrin and a Veronica in there. A little
Are they
bit.
entertaining, or is that a question or a statement?
It's my statement
Yeah,
that I
I mean,
feel bad making.
no, no, that's okay. I'll take it. Thank you.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, we loved you. I think in the best case scenario, and God's just going to hate me for saying this, I would currently right now like trade out Maddie,
Uh-huh.
Will, and
Yeah.
Ryan for like you, Hamza, and Veronica. Oh, and throw Jesse back in too because you're in the
So
chat room.
Jesse's in the chat, so we gotta throw him back in the house.
Let's put Jesse back in too as long as he wears sunglasses.
Yeah, those sunglasses. That's a big thing, Jesse. I don't know how you did that. You just threw him beside your name, and he has his own Twitter account for that. Anyways,
He does, really? Oh, that's right, he does.
There is. There's like a
Yes.
Twitter fan account for his glasses, which is dope.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I didn't know like how much of an effect that we had.
Did you feel, this is from Twitter, do you feel that you would stay or go over Ryan when you were first nominated? You seemed very confident that you were staying, as soon as you got put on the block.
Yes, I did at first.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason what had me changing my mind was that I've noticed the agenda that Erica was trying to push, and it was more so for me to go home over Ryan, which obviously I didn't like that move because I have offered my loyalty, my friendship to Erica. So that's why, yeah, as soon as I found out she was trying to get me home, then I was like, ooh, this might not be as easy as I thought it would be, because usually, which I find dumb, the HOH somehow has so much influence even though they don't vote.
Right.
Which is whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, so as soon as the HOH doesn't want you here, that makes a huge difference.
Do you think that hanging out so much with Derek and Kayla hurt your game at all?
Yeah, I believe so. I feel that way just because, I heard about there was this episode where there's a scene they were talking about me potentially working with Dale, and then we come in stomping and clapping and all that.
Oh,
I think
yes.
that moment right there was like the turning point. Everyone really started to believe. I was just having fun with them. I didn't see it like that, honestly.
It was hard, and I'm sure that you know this. I think everyone just felt like you were such a nice guy in that house, and people just didn't like you or didn't like your game, or didn't like you in the game. Not didn't like you. I think they all liked you, the person in the house.
Yeah,
they didn't like your game and didn't want you in the game anymore. And we were like, why? Like, why are you all just going so hard on Merron for really basically no reason?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's funny because at first, when I looked at it from Erica's perspective, it made a little bit of sense. I was like, okay, she doesn't want to upset the house, and if I go home, Hams is gone, so my ride or die is not going to come after her, whatever. But he wouldn't have went after Erica anyways.
Right.
But again, I looked at it in a way where it's like, yeah, I offered my loyalty and all this stuff. Like, why are you gunning for me? I don't know. I didn't get it. I guess I get the whole I'm a pawn, pawns go home type of bullshit, but they slipped up. I feel Erica slipped up.
It seemed like you could have been a real number. It seemed like you could have been a number when a lot of these pairs need a number real bad. And
yeah, exactly.
It just, and I don't know, it still doesn't make sense to me.
Thanks, man.
Is there
all these nice things to everybody on the show? Is it just me?
Well, first of all, these really are not my questions, in case I have not been making that clear. I am trying to give you as much of your fan questions. Again, the follow-ups, I'll take credit for. I forget who asked that one. I think that was maybe Lori, that question was from Lori R, I think. I'm sorry if I'm not saying who they're from. Here's one from Crystal B. Oh no, we did answer that one already. Would you really have kept Derek and Kayla safe had you stayed in the house and won HOH?
100%, I would have.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I told myself, because I didn't trust them, and for the longest time, I was like, man, we need to get these guys out. We need to get the showmans out, blah, blah, blah. And it made me realize, if the people I thought I was cool with, Will being one of them, I thought I was pretty decent with Paris as well.
Mm-hmm.
If those people were willing to vote me out after I've expressed and shown my loyalty towards them, why would I work with them? So pretty much, if I survive that week, even regardless, even if it was for Dela to get out Ryan as opposed to keeping me, I think they definitely would have pulled me in, and we could have worked together. But if I survived that week, 100,000%, I would have worked with Dela, and I would have gotten Erica out. If I were on HOH, I would have wanted Erica out first.
Okay.
And then I would have taken a shot at probably Will next, and then Paris, maybe Maddie. All of them.
Okay, all of them. All right, look, now, Merron, I kind of wish I would have noticed this a moment ago when you were saying how nice I was being.
Yeah, why?
But I'm going to pull a question from Twitter. And again, I see you guys are leaving tons of questions in the chat room. You can also tweet me them using hashtag #YRRLive. But, Merron.
Yo, what's up?
Steffi Traxxas is not happy with you.
Oh, who's this? Steffi Traffics?
We call her Sexy Tractor. It's a long story. How bad... It's like, why is your name so hard to say? How bad was being a have-not? Because we saw you breaking the have-not rules, eating before eviction. What were you thinking?
Oh my goodness, that's not even a tough question. What are you talking about? It shocks me how much people were affected by that. I honestly thought, because I went around the house that morning.
Right, we saw.
I went around the house that morning, and I talked to everyone. I wanted them to tell me straight up, yo, you voted for me, or you evicted me. You know what I mean? Like, so after I got the results, I knew I was losing 5-3. So I'm like, hey, I hid these cookies 2 days before to, just to, make sure I had them in case this had happened.
Okay.
And slop was so gross. You know what, guys? I was on it for 14 days.
Right.
Okay. 14 days. That's pretty long.
Some
people have never even been on slop yet.
Correct.
I believe.
Well, now I think
everyone has. Yeah.
But at that point, no.
At that point, no one has even been on it.
Right.
There's some people who haven't been on it. So when you keep eating this disgusting green gloop and watching everyone else eat all this that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part about being the have-not. Eating the food sucks, but watching everyone else eat regular delicious food, and they cook house dinners together, everyone eats at the tables. Have-nots, we literally just go upstairs and we can't even watch it because it hurts so much. And I was just very excited to eat that cookie. Sorry, I'm talking way too much.
Please keep talking. That is literally what this show is for. Your fans want to hear from you. Okay, wait. How good was the cookie? I saw that in the chat room. Was it the best cookie ever?
Oh my goodness, it was incredible. It was a little too solid.
Okay.
I threw it in the microwave a little bit to warm it up, but I don't know, it didn't do it. But it was still incredible.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Let's talk about it, please.
What is wrong with you and putting the cookies in the fucking microwave, Merron? Nobody puts some cookie in a microwave, Merron. It's already cooked. You can't reheat up a cookie in a microwave. You don't microwave bread, Merron.
You don't microwave bread?
No.
Bro, listen.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me if you got a cookie and you wanted the chocolate chips to be melted and it's nice and soft, you wouldn't put it in the microwave. What would you do?
I would, because I'm gay, whip up a fresh batch of cookies and bake them. Nobody is reheating a cookie in a microwave, Merron. At least put it in the toaster oven.
Hey, everybody that's in the comments, please defend me here. I know there are a lot of people that put cookies in the microwave. Bro, that's weird. You would just eat a stale cookie like that?
Great point. Please put it in the chat room if you would microwave a cookie so I know to block you from my life, you psychopath.
Yo, I don't know what's going on with this guy.
Please take notes, Amy, who are the microwavers in the chat, even though I already know. Very, very important question from chat from someone called Jesse BBCan 6. Do you regret not getting turn AF for the frat HOH?
I know Jesse's just on me on that. I know for sure. I know he was turned up. Yeah, listen. Okay. So, do I regret it? Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. What I think I wish I had a little bit more to drink just to make the night a little bit more fun. And to be honest with you, I wasn't in the mood because that was right after the double eviction.
Right.
Like Veronica went home, my boy just went home right after that, my boy Hams. I was in no mood to party. Like no mood. And like whatever, man. Like I know we don't get a lot of alcohol in the house. So when we get it, we like to, turn up. I do regret not drinking a little bit more, yes.
I don't regret that for you at all. Now, I knew clearly when I watched that edit, I was like, genius. He's not drinking. Like, this is really smart. That is exactly what I would have done. I would have been like, keep drinking. But I'm like, oh, God, they're putting an emphasis on this, which can only mean
Why
this
are they
is
putting so much emphasis on it? Yeah.
I was like, this is only going to end one way. They love a flip-flop edit in Canada. And I was like, I know. But first, Merron. We need to get you to go back on a season where you play as a duo with someone else.
Yeah.
Like where two of you play as one?
Yes.
Who would you want to be chained to in a scenario like that?
Obviously, other than the obvious pick in Hamza, just to make the experience enjoyable.
Okay. If you couldn't pick Hamza.
Yeah, if I couldn't pick Hamza. Ooh. Either I'm looking on the side here, all the pictures of all the house guests. This makes it very easy. Thank you.
It can be from any season.
Oh, from any season?
Yeah, you can have anyone. I'm not sticking you just with this crew.
Even the U.S. as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would probably do. Okay, Dimitri's one of them. I like Dimitri a lot.
All right.
Just met him yesterday. Very nice guy.
Hold on one second. Aika is texting me and saying, why the fuck is it taking you so long to say Aika? She said,
Aika, I'm not getting connected with you, girl. What are you talking about?
Please ask Merron why it's taking him so long to say my name. Guess you didn't like dinner last night.
Yeah, Aika, hey, listen, you didn't give me some time. I was still talking, I said Dimitri, I said your boy, your name was following right after that, girl. Come on.
Okay, who from the U.S.?
When I was thinking of the U.S., I was thinking of my boy, Zach Attack, Fruit Loop Dingus. I like that guy.
Well, sad story. He has turned his back on the Big Brother life. He no longer wants to be associated with Big Brother in any way. Oh, yeah, he's, deleted all of his social media accounts. He is, unfortunately, done with the Big Brother and the Big Brother community. It's sad.
I love Zach. He's one of my favorite players.
Well, bye.
That's good. He's still alive. He's not dead, so shout out
He's not dead. He's not dead. He has just decided he doesn't want to be associated anymore, unfortunately.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine. But
he's the real estate. Yes, go.
Ika Wong.
Okay. Good.
That's right.
Good answer. Good answer.
Ika was not forced into this decision.
Okay.
Ika Wong is the pick. Actually, no. Ika Wong is 100% my pick.
Good, because I would like to tell you I lied and my phone is off. Ika didn't text me.
You know what? I believe I knew that you were lying because that is way too fast.
But let me tell you this. Ika has texted me several times during a show and come into shows, and I've accused her of being the fake Ika in my show this season already.
Wow, I have no idea what to believe at this point.
Is it
Ika
life
Wong,
or Big Brother?
I'm still saying Ika Wong. Whether or not she texted you don't matter because
good answer.
She's smart.
Perfect. I am going. Not Ika wrong. Ika right.
Ika right, baby.
There you go. Nicole in the chat room wants to know: do you wish that you had gone in with Kirsten instead? And have you talked to her or Mikey since being evicted?
I have spoken to Kirsten. She seems so nice. I can't wait to meet her. Yeah, she seems like such a sweet girl.
Yep.
I have not spoken to Mikey at all. I haven't.
Good.
Why?
Because he seems like a giant douchebag.
That's what everyone's saying. I don't know. I mean, Kirsten reached out to me, and I was super grateful in that, and we had a quick conversation. I'm definitely planning on meeting up with her when I get to Calgary, but I didn't know Kirsten, so I don't. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard, but I think
it's like a hard. It's hard for me to say.
I think she just means I think Nicole in the chat just meant like have you had any interactions with her postseason is probably what she meant.
Kirsten I've had. She seems it's weird. It's funny that she was portrayed as the devil instead of the angel.
It is funny, isn't it? Especially when you know
Veronica was the angel. Do you know how shocked I was when I got out of the house and I realized that they were voting based on angels and devils? I didn't know until I got out. I was like, "Oh, I was voted as an angel." Like, I thought that was funny.
I think it definitely. I think it definitely helped. I don't know. I think it definitely would have had a help, but I don't know. In the sense that I don't think you could have had that Mikey guy standing up there being like, "I hate everyone. I hate you all, and I'm an angel." Yeah. Like, he could not have sold that very well in that way. I just think he seemed like a real douche, and why would we want to vote that in?
Yeah, I guess.
There's usually enough of that.
Shout out to everybody that voted me while they're here. Mad love.
Yes.
Mad love.
How tough was Hamza leaving on you, and how did Hamza's eviction impact your strategy in the game going forward?
Ham's leaving definitely had an impact, even just from like day-to-day things. The house was so boring after he left. We spent a lot of time together. We literally would just sit there and just laugh and just make jokes and make fun of other people in the house. Shout out to you, Jesse. You were the punchline of all of our jokes. But it sucked that he was gone because I didn't have that person to hang out with all the time.
Right.
But in terms of my strategy, I knew that I couldn't depend on anybody at all. You shouldn't depend on anyone in the game, even though you may have that person. But with Ham's gone, that's why I was so focused at that HOH, the one that they lost on the first question. I was so focused because I knew it's like, okay, you got to start doing things on your own now. You can't be dependent on other people.
Who did you tell? Because, I mean, I don't think this is some big secret, because, I mean, it was talked about, but who did you tell that you were going after Erica to if you stayed? Because that was very much Erica's reason for wanting you out, Crystal. So who did you specifically tell that to?
I never directly said it to anybody.
Okay.
I may have, like, accidentally implied it, and the reason being was because I was so worried that if I just kept saying Dela to everybody in terms of who I wanted to go out, that it would have gotten out to them. Right. So I was like, all right, well, I also have been put on the block twice too. I said that to Maddie, and I know Maddie went and snitched. She snitched. I want to put emphasis on that word.
She sewered your game?
Yeah, we'll go with that too.
Okay.
She snitched, and Johnny apparently, I heard that Johnny, that one hurt me a little bit just because.
Okay, what? Go ahead.
Okay, so Johnny,
right?
I had that same conversation with Johnny, and apparently, this is what my friends were telling me, and I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but I don't think my friends would lie about this. Apparently, he went to Will and told Will or mentioned that I said that, or
I'm pretty sure
it at all.
Yeah,
and then Will went to Erica, and Johnny told Will, it's like, all right, you didn't hear it from me though. That one hurt. Yeah, just because when I talk to Johnny, I feel like we have such like great conversations, and he's such a nice guy. Honestly, one of the nicest guys in the house. Whether or not I know apparently he's been plotting for me to get out, whatever. Forget all that shit.
They all were.
I know. Exactly. That's why I didn't really take it personal at all. Like, it didn't really bother me.
Right.
But whenever we had conversations and when I told him, like, hey, man, keep this between you and I. And when he said it back to me, it seemed so genuine, and, like, I felt like I could somewhat trust him a little bit.
Right.
And then when I heard that he went and told Will what I said, and which got back to Erica, that one bothered me more than Maddie, just because, like, I don't really care about Maddie's position in the game. Like, if she left, it wouldn't bother me at all. No disrespect to you, Maddie. But yeah, Johnny, that one hurt me a little bit. So that's why I was like, Johnny, why?
But I mean, you knew. I mean, obviously, you're talking about U.S. seasons. You knew the game before you played it, right? Like, you were. So you kind of have to know that everybody is going back and saying everything.
I just think that's like I don't know. And Will too, like
I
That one
agree with
bothered
you.
me as well. Like,
Yeah.
I know again, like it's a game too, but whatever.
I get it because I think it is going to, what we're seeing this week right now, going to be the downfall of Johnny's game is that
Yes.
he made way too many personal connections with people. And when you start betraying your personal connections over a game
Yeah.
connection, that really kills your game.
Yeah.
Do you feel that, or do you feel that Erica was resistant to making an alliance with you? Like, do you feel like Erica did not want to work with you in the game? Like, because you did kind of go to her to try and,
Hmm.
save you in the game, but it seemed like she didn't want to be in an alliance with you. I mean, were we viewing that correctly?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to tell you. I don't know why. Again, like when she put me up with Veronica and told me I wasn't the target, I felt comfortable. I didn't think I was going home. So I told her, like, hey, even though you put me on the block, when this is all said and done, let's work together. Because I'm down to work with you. You trust Hams, I trust Hams. Why can't we just connect in that way? And I don't know, I guess it wasn't I don't know. Maybe it wasn't convincing enough.
Did you, I see this right now from Crystal B in the chat room, is saying, did you ever pick up on the fact that Erica and Johnny were working together?
How quickly was that a thing though?
It was a thing from what we're being told. It
Hmm.
was a thing from night one. Like, I have heard Johnny on the retell say, like, we had a bond because we were both gay, like, right, from night one.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then I feel like when Ryan became HOH, so what was that, technically week two?
Two. Yeah, week two. Yeah.
Ryan put out, like, you guys need to separate. I feel like they separated their games at that point and then didn't come back together again until Erica was HOH. So I kind of feel like
Yeah.
they had a together and apart relationship, but I'm sure for the game, when you need to sell to a jury or sell to your, it's easier to say, we were together night one. Like,
Yeah.
we weren't lying because our loyalty was from night one, not this in and out loyalty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I didn't really see it that much just because Johnny was kind of friends with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to see past that. And yeah, I guess I didn't know it. I didn't see it as easily as it may have seemed to be portrayed on TV, I guess.
Rafe S wants to know, question, do you think you could have campaigned more to stay, or do you think that there was anything, just anything in general that you could have done,
Hmm.
or looking back, that I know you said no regrets, but anything that you feel like you could have changed to help you stay in the game now, looking back?
Yeah, for sure. One thing after, being home and seeing everything, the one thing I wish I did as well was kind of put Paris and Will in a room together and sit down and talk to them and
Mm-hmm.
really like, because I did that individually. I did it to them, not together. And Will's the type of person, if he sees someone that's kind of on board, he'll just follow.
Right.
So that's why I wish I kind of had, especially because they were close, right?
Right.
And if I put them in a room together, kind of pitched that way, I feel like that could have made a big difference because if I had one of their votes and Will told me he 100% had my vote, which obviously wasn't the case, um, if I had his vote, I would have stayed
Right.
100% because Liv would have been my fourth vote, but she didn't want to be the fourth vote unless I had a fifth one because she
Exactly.
didn't want to make it a tie.
Right.
So I feel, yeah, I definitely could have went about it differently, but in terms of how much I did campaign, I mean, I don't know, it's a tough one just because the reason why I wasn't so like let me harass
Mm-hmm.
you guys every day kind of thing is because when Jesse was on the block and he was about to go home, homeboy was coming to me and like begging me for his vote.
Right.
And I'm sitting there and I feel bad. Like I actually feel like shit. Like he's really like he was whether or not it was true, I felt like the way he was pitching to me that I was like the deciding vote. So I'm sitting there and I'm like I feel responsible. Like
Yeah.
and he's coming and begging me. but I'm still not voting for him to stay. Do you
Right.
know? You
Right.
know what I mean? So
Right.
it sucks. I don't want to look at someone
Mm-hmm.
and feel like I'm saying words to them, but it's just coming in one ear and going out the other. And I don't want to waste my time. And
Right.
I don't want to beg people, like people are adults in there. Spit my facts. I said this is that, laid out pros and cons,
Mm-hmm.
and they still then from there you have to make your decision.
Okay. Maximus' mom she has a very important question for you.
Okay. Usually the very important questions are the fun ones. Go ahead.
Are you implying that I'm a jokester?
Yes, I am. Go ahead.
Maximus' mom would like to know if
Yeah.
you were going to have a showmance with
Oh,
anyone from this season, who would you have showmanced?
nobody.
You have to.
No.
Literally, the entire world blew up. It is the BB Can 6 cast's responsibility to repopulate the world.
Mm,
Who
oh my
are you
goodness.
taking?
Well, like, man, this is
You have to
this.
pick one.
You're right. This is a very important
I
question.
told you, it's very important.
Well,
Literally,
let me go through the list real quick.
humanity is at stake.
Okay.
I mean, I would not pick Maddie. I mean, oh my God. Could you imagine her being pregnant the whole time? Like, oh, I need a pickle. I need a banana. Like, oh my God, shut up.
Well, Maddie's not my pick.
Good.
That is for sure. Even
Good.
though apparently she thought I had a crush on her, which I was joking around about. Them, might add. Okay, so Kayla was cuffed. Kayla was with Derek.
You're allowed
Maddie,
to steal.
I'm allowed to steal?
Yeah.
Oh, then Kayla, easy one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. I was going to say, Kayla, I would have been like,
I
oh,
was gonna go
Kayla, no
Kayla.
question. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I had to pick from.
Oh, no, 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 no. You get to steal right away from Derek. And let's
Okay,
be real. Would Derek notice?
is that really a thing?
I mean, I'm
Really?
saying it doesn't seem
No.
like it.
I don't know. I mean, when I was in the house, I always saw them together. So I don't feel like he's not giving her enough attention. But you guys see more than I do, so
Yeah, we see, and I mean, no disrespect to. Here's what I honestly think. Like,
go ahead.
this is what I honestly think. I feel like Derek is not really into Kayla, but
Okay.
I think that Derek is a good person
Hmm.
and realizes, like, we've kind of been lumped into this
It's
showmance.
so yeah.
I don't want to embarrass you on television. Like, I don't want to be like, I'm not into you and like make it a storyline. Like, I'm not like.
Okay.
I think like he's a good person and just doesn't
Yes.
want to. I mean, they're locked into that storyline. So if you're locked in that storyline, but you then also don't have feelings for the person, like, what are you supposed to do?
That's a very interesting perspective.
Uh-huh.
That's whether it's true or not, I don't know, but it could.
I mean,
It
he
could
had
be
more
true.
chemistry
I
with the
don't
stuffed dog that he got this week.
know. Yeah, no, Derek's
He's
a funny guy,
touched
man.
the dog more than Kayla all season. Yes, we're watching. We have eyeballs. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
Dead, bro. Oh
I'm
God,
just here to
that's so
point it
funny.
out.
I don't know. I have again. I'm not this far out in terms of the episode,
Okay.
so I wouldn't have seen it.
We also have a very important question. I don't know if you've noticed that this is trending on Twitter, that Nicole started in our chat room, actually, and it's things that Derek looks like.
Beans. Someone said beans.
Beans.
And I cried.
A traffic cone with that stupid orange hat.
Oh, that orange hat that Kayla pretty much wears all the time.
I don't understand it.
I think it's dope.
Okay.
I like.
You're allowed to. You're allowed to. Blah, blah, blah. Can you tell us a bit about Hamza's shenanigans in the house? He seemed to get bored very easily. What was one of your favorite Hamza pranks from the chat?
Favorite Hamza pranks. The first one that comes to mind was when he hid my clothes. I think he hid mine and Will's clothes. I don't know if you guys saw that. Where he put my clothes under the mattresses in like this little hole where the frame was for the bed. It was so weird. But that one was pretty funny. Hams does get bored very easily. That is,
He does.
my gosh, you guys, we'll be sitting on the couch and we'll be talking, and then he'll just fall right asleep, just eyes closed, just eyes closed. It's so pathetic,
He
but
okay.
yeah, no,
So close. Close.
yeah, exactly. But we're gonna go with the close one. Sorry, yeah, that's the one.
Okay. And I have to say this because I cannot believe how quick this has flew. We have like less than 10 minutes left. I realize there are so many.
No.
I mean, I have at least like 10 more questions from people that okay. All right. Destinies wants to know, at this point, who would get your jury vote if you had made it to jury?
Kayla.
Really, hands down.
100%.
Who would you want in the final? Who would you want to see as the final two?
Kayla is going to be one of the two. That's who I want. I want Kayla to do well. Yeah, that's right. I want Kayla to do well. Allie is, I think she'll do well. I mean, it would be nice to see her down there. Kayla and I'm looking at the pictures here. Bro, I actually don't care, man.
You don't?
Nah, Kayla. We'll go with Kayla because she's the only person I'm rooting for, so I wouldn't care who the other person was.
Okay. Jay Latwork says, "Hey, Merron, if you had a second chance to get back in the house, is there anything that you would do differently? Would you have played a harder game? Would you have played the same kind of game that you played right now?"
Well, obviously, I'd make some adjustments because if I did well, I wouldn't be here right now. I would, the week that Hams won HOH, that was my opportunity. I slipped because I knew I wasn't going home that week. That was the time to really build relationships, and people were coming and talking to me more now that Hams is the HOH and he knew we were good. I felt like that was my time to really go at it aggressively, and I didn't, and I regret that. But like you said, it's like no regrets, but I got some regrets, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so I would have been way more aggressive in terms of game strategy when Hamza was the HOH because I knew I was safe when he was.
Okay. It's Aisha says, "Who is the sneakiest house guest in your opinion?"
From like being in the house from my perspective then or now? Seeing everything?
Now.
Probably Paris.
Okay, interesting.
Probably Paris.
And I do agree with that too, actually.
Yeah.
If you could assemble a BB Can Second Chances team to take on a BBUS Second Chances team, who are you choosing? So basically, I'm going to narrow down Lost in Concruse's question and just say, who are some of your favorite BBUS players?
Wow, so I have to pick US players as well?
Sure, let's start there.
Well,
who would you just say are some of your favorite BBUS players?
So many. Okay, well, obviously, one of the GOATs, we're going to go with Paul.
Okay.
Paul, obviously, one of the GOATs. I would love to see, like I said, Zach, just for entertainment purposes.
Okay, you're allowed to bring anybody back you want in this scenario.
Anyone, right? It doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do Paul. We're going to do Zach. We're going to go Cody for sure. BB19 Cody. Well, 100%.
I'm sorry, your microphone all broke up there. Next.
You don't like Cody?
He's a trash bag, Merron. He's a human trash bag. And by the way...
Is he really?
Well, let me put it to you this way. He doesn't really like people like me and you.
Oh.
Like a lot. Like a real lot. Like a real lot. Like very vocal about it.
Really?
Really.
The black girl. Well, she's like half. I don't know. What? He's super like. Oh my gosh. Wow.
He's
really?
super something, all right.
I didn't know. I honestly had no idea. That sucks. I idolized him. I don't know. Well, I'll have to get my facts straight.
Okay. I'm sure people will tweet you some nice things that he said on the feeds.
Oh my gosh. No way.
Oh, way.
So disappointing.
And then came out and went, "I'm not even going to apologize for it. And if you have a problem with it, get over it." Didn't even apologize when people were like, "Why did you say these horrible things?" He was like, "I don't care. It's me and I'm not apologizing."
Damn.
And like nobody knows that because if you only watched the show, you don't.
Yeah, I only did. I never watched the feeds for the US.
Then you don't know the great fun things that he said on the feeds.
No way. I didn't know. I honestly didn't know.
Well,
all right, well,
I'm sure people will tweet you those fun things.
We'll scratch them on the list.
Okay,
we'll scratch them off the list then. Don't worry. So, okay, we got Paul. We got, we have, who's the other person I said?
You said
Zach.
Zach.
We're going to go with Nicole as well.
Nicole Frenzel. Frenzanino.
I don't know her last name.
The one that talks like these?
One that it sounds like her nose is plugged. I really want to win this competition, and like this is so.
Really liked you when this interview started.
Yeah. Okay, so Nicole, we'll throw Nicole in there, and Davon. I love Davon.
Thank you. Yes, I'm on board with Davon.
Yes, she's legendary.
Okay.
So how many people is it? 4?
That's 4. Give us 2 more.
2 more?
2 more. Give us 2
Frankie.
more.
We'll do Frankie.
Grande.
Yeah, Grande.
Okay, I agree. Frankie's
Frankie?
good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's okay. I love. I also. I was gonna say Natalie, but she's all right.
What is wrong with you?
She's all right. No,
what is wrong with you?
There was one point. I remember.
What?
I like her. She seems so nice. And
this game is canceled. You picked Cody, you picked Nicole, and you picked Natalie.
No, I said, but I. Oh, you don't like Natalie, right?
No, nobody does, because she's psychotic.
I was saying I was gonna say Natalie.
Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Okay, then yes, you're back. We're a fan again.
I thought you were saying you're really happy I was picking Natalie.
Oh, no. Oh.
No. Oh, man, this is tough because there's so many seasons of this show. Oh my gosh, Derek.
I was gonna say Derek. I didn't want to influence you.
Derek, 100%.
Right.
And I
Derek.
think
that's good.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to take too long. I know we're on.
No, look, I got all the time in the world. It's your time.
Oh, all right. Say no more then. Okay. By this Edmonton weather, I'm not going outside.
Okay.
I'm soon.
Okay.
Okay. So
what about a Vanessa Russo?
Vanessa. Which one's Vanessa again?
Okay, mate. What was the season no, if you watch Derek's season, you have to know Vanessa.
Yeah, but I know, man. I have such a bad memory.
I do too. I don't blame you at all. She made it to the top of God. I don't even remember what season either. Poker player Vanessa.
I think the name. If I saw a picture, I know.
Right, and she was after Derek's season. I'm being told by producer Amy in my ear, so I should just shut up. See, I don't know anything either, Merron.
Producer Amy knows everything.
She really does know everything.
Okay, shout out producer Amy one time. But yeah, okay, we'll go with that for the U.S. and then for the Canadian one, obviously I gotta throw Jamaica.
Right.
Let's get in there.
Right.
I'm gonna throw in Kevin.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw in. Oh shit. I'm gonna throw. Goddamn. I am going to throw in Mitch from season 4.
How could you not throw in a Mitch Muffin?
I love
He has a music video coming out tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter right before we went live. He made a music video. I don't know. It says it's coming out tomorrow. I'm there for it.
Say no more. I'm going to be watching.
Okay, Mitch. Shout out Mitch Muffin.
Shout out Mitch Moffat, literally one of my favorite Big Brother Canada players. Amazing.
He will be thrilled to hear that.
Oh my gosh, Mitch. I love Mitch so much. Favorite player in season 4, hands down.
I agree.
And so
Karen.
what was that? Karen. I love Karen, though. Oh, God, don't get me wrong. I love Karen.
Hold on. Another text is coming through. Eric, I will murder you if Merron doesn't love me. Got it?
Listen. I love Karen.
Who doesn't?
But would I put her on a team to fight the U.S.? Probably not. Would she pick me to be on the team to play the U.S.? Probably not.
I would have to pick her just because I'd be afraid she'd murder me if I didn't.
Yeah, fair enough. Shout out Karen.
Shout out Karen.
I love Karen.
Karen is the best.
She is the best. I hope she doesn't get mad for me saying that.
Oh my God, she is not gonna care at all.
She's so nice.
She's the best. All right, okay. So look, everyone.
Yes.
We are going to wrap up this show here with Merron. We have to move over to our patron after show. But first, Merron.
What's up?
I need to give you full screen so that you can address your fans, so that you can say whatever it is that you want to say. Yes. I mean, no pressure. So that you can say whatever you want to say to all the amazing people that voted you in to share their Merron friendship.
Listen.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah, sorry.
And here's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to come back because I don't want to stress you. Then I'm going to come back. We're going to tell everybody your social medias.
Yes.
And then we're going to have you do a little rap.
Okay. Like a wrap up, or like a little, literally like a Spitfires?
Oh, like a little Spitfire.
Yeah.
Like a little what you and Veronica were doing.
Yeah, I just saw that too. Shit was crazy, man.
Old Broad is requesting that it definitely happens. So I want to give you full screen first so that you can go ahead and start by the floor is just yours to say whatever you want to say to your fans that are watching right now. So let's do that first.
Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. All right. So first and foremost, thank you so much to every single person that voted for me to go in that house, to get that experience. Being in that house already is incredible, but to be voted in by you guys, I can't stress enough how grateful and how thankful I feel. So thank you so much to everybody that voted for me, or even everyone that voted in general to, partake in this special thing we had going on for the show. So shout out to you guys. I love you guys seriously so much. And hey, hit your boy up on the socials, and I'm going to try to get back to you guys. I've been messaging some people back. So yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that for 1 second. So where do you want people to follow you on social media?
Okay, so I have my Twitter.
Right.
So it's BBCan Merron.
It's right above you. It'll also be in the links below this edited show. Okay.
Right.
There.
And then
you got it.
And then you can follow me on Instagram. So I have 2 accounts. The BBCan Merron Instagram account I don't use. Do not follow that one.
Okay. Oh, you don't?
No, I don't use that one. I use Merron H.
Okay, perfect.
So just Merron H. That's it.
Okay.
That one I use.
Okay.
And I will be responding to people on that one.
And is there any other socials that you want people to follow you on that you want to?
Yeah. So I have a Snapchat as well.
Okay.
My Snapchat, get ready for this one. It's BMomba. That's BMOMBA. That's right. I was trying to change the username the other day, so I made that account like a long time ago.
Right.
And it turns out you actually can't, change.
How many followers you got?
On Snapchat?
Yeah. Why don't you just make a new one for here's what I find. If you keep them all the same, it'd probably be better.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
You know so. Yeah, that makes 100%. It makes sense.
Just make a new one. If you don't
make a new one, you think
if you don't have a lot of Twitter followers, just make a new Snapchat. That's your Twitter handle. Like, I'm just saying in general, keeping it the same across social media makes it easier for people to find you.
It does, and I just have a lot of my personal friends on that one. That's why.
Well, they're your friends. They'll move over to the new one.
Yeah, right.
Or they're not your friends. We're gonna put your B Mamba or whatever you said. We're gonna put the links to wherever you want below this video on the edited show.
I'm gonna make a new one, and then I'll send that to you, and then we'll put that up. How about that?
Okay, absolutely perfect. Now, no pressure.
Oh God, yo, I don't think I can do it.
You can't do it?
I mean, what?
Well, it's so from Old Broad. Her name's Old Broad. So why don't you just give Old Broad like 4 lines about why you love her and BB Cat?
Oh my goodness.
Broad rhymes with fraud.
Yeah, I know fraud.
And people in the
I don't even know frauds.
Okay, here you go.
Shout out to Old Broads. That's from a song. I'm stealing Nikki's shit. Okay, listen. Oh my God, I'm gonna regret doing this so much.
No, you're not. Just do it. They can't hear me, by the way. They only hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shout out to everyone that voted me. Shout out to the fans. I know I didn't do well on BB Can. I did my best, and I tried really hard. I guess I didn't pull enough of my cards.
Loved it, Merron.
That was so depressing.
It was great. I will not put a beat under that in post.
Yeah, thank you. Don't.
I won't. But we loved it. Look, Merron, you had hundreds of people here watching you. It is clear that you have tons of fans. People are going to go follow you on your socials so that they can hear more from you. And we love you, Merron. We hope that you will come back and talk more BB Can with us.
Oh my gosh, 100%. This was so fun. I will do it anytime.
I want to remind people that we are live with Erica on Wednesday night. And look.
Give her all the hate. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I love Eric.
Here's why I want Merron to come back, because Merron is funny and shady like we are.
That's right, on the lows.
And it's not serious is the thing. Like, clearly you have a good sense of humor about it all.
Thanks, man. So, I love Erica. For anybody that got it twisted, I seriously love that girl. She's amazing.
She's very fun, and I think it's great. And look, I want to say this, people watching. I know that I told you we were going to do spoilers. Guess what? I'm not, because Merron was amazing and answered your questions and talked and wasn't just like, yes.
Too much.
No, you talked the right amount. We get people on here and they're like, yes, no, and
no,
and then we have a lot of time to fill. Merron did amazing. So we will do a spoiler show tomorrow night, going over all of the spoilers for you guys that have happened before the next episode. We're going to see you guys later. Bye for now, chat room. Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Voila.